Hello YouTube audience. Today is June the 12th, 2020, and most of the world is still under quarantine, and it is in Seattle here. It's graduating season, so for those who are graduating, hope you try to enjoy it, although this is extremely difficult time, and most people are probably graduating through Zoom, not through actual gathering, so it is something new, and hope everybody can try to enjoy it. And today I'm going to do a hard prune to this camellia, and today it is still basically a garden center plant, and I'm trying to develop it into a bonsai, because it's spring and the tree is growing healthily. Late spring, almost summer, and I think this would be the time to hot prune it and set the basic structure of this tree. So this is the type of pruning that after the pruning is done, you may feel sorry for the tree, but hopefully in the long term it review the structure of the tree, and it's better for its future development. So I try to do an air layering here last winter, and I don't think it has rooted yet, but I only have that much time to wait. So if you have a tree, a significant branch you want to cut off, and you don't want to waste the branch, you want to save it and develop another tree out of it, you can always do an air layering, as I did maybe 6 months ago. But it's an additional tree, and if it doesn't root, it doesn't root. It's not, there's nothing wrong to continue to wait until it roots. Sometimes the branch takes 2-3 years to root, but I don't want to wait forever. So if it doesn't root, for example, in 6 months, I just remove it and go ahead, proceed, continue to try to make the tree into a bonsai, which is fine. So the first thing, I would need to remove this branch, and which I have decided the first time I see the tree. And so let's see. I'm going to leave a small branch there. So here it is. It's probably not going to root, but it's fine. It is just an additional tree. Okay, because it is a removal of a major branch, I'm going to leave a stump there to in case it died back. So here it is the view. So I'm leaving a stump here in case there is room to die back. If there's no dieback after several months, I'm going to clean this stump up here so that you have a beautiful line. Okay, so that's the major cut there. Okay, I'm going to proceed. So the first thing I want to do, I want to kind of clean up the major line of the tree from bottom to top. So this branch I have wired and moved it away from the, I believe this branch used to be facing this direction, so I have wired it and kind of move it away from the center of the tree. I can try if the wire has setting, and if it is, I will remove this wire. If the wire isn't set, then the branch will just bounce back to the original position it was in. Okay, the wire is set, so I can remove it. No problem. If you are more careful with the tree, you could use a wire cutter to cut the wire instead of unwinding it. That would has less probability to damage the bark of the tree, but I'm just not that picky about it. So this is still blocking the front a little bit, so I'm going to cut that off. So I'm cleaning the line, and so that you can see the main trunk. There is a branch here that's growing straight up, and there is a softer branch here that's hanging down. So I'm just going to cut the hard branch here to leave the one that growing gracefully outward, like that. So also, this is also, I'm cutting all the big branches, leaving the smaller ones that's growing in the right direction. Correct direction. I'm going up the trunk line and clean up anything that I don't like. Okay. And shorten this branch. Just try to review the branch structure that I like to show. shorten this long branch. I'm going to take this as the new leader. So I'm going to leave this to grow. And this would be coming from the inside of the curve. So I'm just going to, not really, it's a back branch, so it's okay. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave as much as it's possible. I'm going to shorten this branch, take out the center branch, and shorten these ones. Alright, so that side is done. The pruning is done on that side. We'll shorten this branch here. Okay, so the right side of the tree, I'm done pruning it, showing the curvature there right now. So it looks pretty good, and I'm going to proceed to the left side of the tree. So this is a twin trunk tree, and one side would be taller, the other side would be lower. So I'm trying to see if I can, do I need to further move this away, or it's fine. I'm going to try to take off this and see how the direction is going. I don't think this one is set yet. I'm just going to continue to try to move this branch. So I'm just going to rewire this on and trying to move this branch out of the way a little bit more. In the end, I may not even keep this branch because it's going on the same level of the other branch, which is too predictable. Just trying to move it out of the way, and I'm going to shorten this one too. Shorten it to here. I'm not worried about cleaning the branch yet. In the back side of the tree, let's see. I'm going to unwire some of these and then shorten this back branch. That branch is also too long. Move this out of the way and then shorten it to this smaller branch, which branch is hanging upward, so I can in fact use this additional wire to wire this tiny branch down and try to bend this a little bit, because it is growing too much upward, and it is not the characteristic of a older tree. So I can use this this wire to kind of bend it down a little bit, so it looks older. All right, it's going to go that direction now. Let's see. Somewhere along the line of the tree, I would have to do a trunk chop. Because it's too tall, obviously. I'm going to prune this one. All right. Now the structure. This is a weak inner branch that's growing inside of the two major branches, and I don't need it, so I'm going to get rid of that. Shorten this one to a bifurcation, and shorten this to two leaves, so that it can, maybe it can bifurcate again. This one I don't need it, because it's growing. So these two branches are already very close together. We don't need anything to grow between these two, or it would obstruct. So there is a movement here, and this branch has no movement, just goes straight. So I'm going to cut that off and shorten this one to a leaf. All right, so let's see. This would be what I do. Let's see. This is relatively easy because it is just to show the basic structure of the tree. I can do some slight wiring, but it is not exactly necessary. On a second thought, this branch, the direction is too close to the leader, so I'm going to shorten it. The leader, I'm just going to let it grow to get it thicken a little bit more first. This one I can shorten it. This back branch I can shorten it to create movement, and let's see. This one, there is a dead leaf. There is one that's long, and I'm going to shorten this. This branch is looking very nice, but I don't need to. All right, it looks very nice right now. The only thing is this would be the front of the tree. So the leader is going that way, so I can easily just wire it a little bit back this way. Or after this leader grow very long, I can cut it here to encourage a new leader to grow this way. So I don't need to wire it right now. So let's see. I may do some slight wiring to kind of direct some of the branches. If some branches is going to a direction that's not desirable, I can wire it to another direction. So I can just go around the... So from the front view, there is this branch that's going exactly the same direction to like of the trunk. So I could, if I want, wire it to this direction so that it look better, but really doesn't matter. At this point, I would just like to see this tree grow crazy. So instead of further wiring it, styling it, I'm just going to fertilize it heavily. And so this, let's get some fertilizer here. So I'm using this rhododendron evergreen azalea food. I think it's also good for camellia because it's also acid loving plant. So it's 10-5-4, so high nitrogen, relatively high nitrogen. So I'm going to put some of these fertilizer on and try to encourage the growth. I'm going to just sprinkle these on the surface. Okay, so this is the tree right now. I'm just going to let it grow and see what happened in a couple of months. Okay, thank you for watching and take care of yourself, and I will see you next time. Bye.